With all statistics pointing towards the McMaster Marauders, the Western Mustangs have to consider themselves very fortunate to be heading to their fourth Yates Cup game in a row. Mac fought a hard-end, determined game, but came up short in the only numbers that mattered, falling to a 34-28 defeat tonight at TD Waterhouse Stadium in the OUA semifinal. A 44-yard grab by DeCroce in the first set up an Andy Waugh field goal to give Mac the game's first points. On the next drive, Western decided to go for it on 3rd and 2, but were met with a maroon and white wall. Mac then took advantage of the turnover and set up their first major. Quinlan faked to join them at inside the 30 and kept it for himself while dashing through a nice hole created by Mac's front 5. He employed his legs once again to punch in the 6 points. Western replied back in a very loud way as Thibodeau returned Waugh's following kickoff 104 yards for Western's first TD. Heading into the second with things tied at 10, Kevin DeHollander pulled one in over his shoulder in front of his hometown crowd to give the Marauders back the lead. 4 minutes later, Quinlan got hit from his blind side and lost control of the ball. The Mustangs snatched it up and turned the Marauder mistake into a 52-yard touchdown. At 3rd and 6 with just over a minute left in the half, Coach Marshall pulled his punt team and sent his offense back out onto the field. Marshall went long and just missed Thibodeau's outstretched arms, but Steven Ventresco was called for pass interference and the Stangs got their first down anyways. Hipperson then capped the 9-play 90-yard drive with a rushing TD that gave Western their first lead going into the half. Dennis and Cupido picked off Marshall in back-to-back runs to open the third, but Mac couldn't make anything from them. Western then took their game to the ground as Marshall regained his confidence, and Nathan Riva capped off the drive to put Western up by 14. Jordan Kazina muscled out some big yardage for Mac in the second, which included Mac's only major. A Waugh field goal in the fourth brought the Marauders within 4 points, but Western extended their lead with a 44-yard field goal of their own. Mac added the final point of the game with 5.5 minutes left. Quinlan completed 23 of 36 passes for 242 yards and 1 touchdown. Jordan Kazina rushed 107 yards on 16 attempts, while Brian Dowd added 66 yards on 5 receptions. Ryan Chmielewski led the team in tackles with 10, while 3 additional Marauder defenders had interceptions. The Western Mustangs will now go on to battle the Ottawa GGs for the Yates Cup on November 13th in Ottawa. For the McMaster Marauders, I'm Charlotte Peer.